All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there, just like you, just like me. All right, I'm going to be talking about Sheryl Crow, Jason Aldean. Sheryl Crow says that Jason Aldean is lame, or his song is lame, or his defense of small town values is lame. Anyway, before I get to that, here's Christian Gratz. This is his album 1981. If you like the production value of that year, this is all original music from a really cool artist. You don't even need a large boat to go and listen to this, all right? It's recommended if you have a large cabin cruiser and you want to listen to 1981, it would be perfect cruising music for that particular endeavor. Now, speaking of endeavors, don't forget to support this channel by subscribing, by watching, by liking, and you can also help me out over on Patreon for $1 a month, $2 a month. And another thing you can do is listen to Modern Retro Radio, modernretrofm.com. They help me, I help them. It's a mutual partnership. So go check out modernretrofm.com. Now, on to this thrilling content where Sheryl Crow, who often sings about things like Santa Monica Boulevard and having fun, and yeah, it's probably in the same song, right? That's the only song I can think of by Sheryl Crow. I know she did a song with Kid Rock, right? That was really a big deal. And I'm thinking that Kid Rock might be more in line with Jason Aldean than Sheryl Crow is. So, the industry, right? This is the industry. She has to do this because her fan base, they're a bunch of hippies that don't believe in guns and all that fun stuff. So, but it's okay to sing about certain places that are currently not the greatest, right? Like Santa Monica Boulevard. But anyway, I digress. So, she's trying to make Jason Aldean feel bad because he was at this Harvest Music Festival a number of years ago where the deadliest shooting in American history took place in 2017. By the way, did we ever figure that whole thing out? I know there are all kinds of conspiracy theories out there about that. I'm certainly not going to promote any of them here, but I don't know if we have a clear-cut explanation as to what happened in 2017. Anyway, this is what Sheryl Crow says. I'm from a small town. Even people in small towns are sick of violence. Okay, so here's the solution to the problem, Sheryl Crow. Make sure you stand down, let the intruders come and do what they're going to do. If they're going to shoot you, so be it, right? Because we're all sick of violence in the small towns. And this guy, Jason Aldean, talking about protecting yourself from this violence, that's the problem. Not the violence itself. That's just sort of a byproduct of society. Well, there's this violence. I'm really sick of it. So she's actually comparing a mass shooting with somebody who's trying to defend their castle. In some states, they call it the castle doctrine, right? Anyway, Aldean, who's been at the center of controversy over the song for the past few days. By the way, the song's been out for a couple of months. So somebody somewhere, whether it was Country Music Television, which is owned by Music Television, MTV. So MTV, a network that used to play music videos years ago, used to be kind of interesting in those days. Now, you want to know what's lame? MTV and maybe CMT now is lame. All right. So Aldean's been at the center of controversy for a few days now. Tweeted out that my political views have never been something I've hidden from. And I know that a lot of us in this country don't agree on how we get back to a sense of normalcy, where we go at least a day without a headline that keeps us up at night. But the desire for it to happen, that's what this song is about. Yeah. So I don't know. I think Jason Aldean was basically trying to say in this song that the things that are going on in certain locations, and if you mention those locations, you get in trouble for doing it. You just say, well, it's happening in Baltimore. Did you say Baltimore? Then you must be one of those R-word people. You must be one of them because you mentioned it's happening in Baltimore. What, where people are shooting each other? Am I not supposed to observe that? I'm sorry, I won't observe. I know observer is in the name. I'm sorry. It's my bad. I don't see anything going on in any of these cities. Okay, I don't see anything. It's just a figment of it's fake news. It's, you know what it is? It's the crazy right-wing media. That's what it is. And so when they say stuff like there are people doing bad things in certain places and there are statistics that the government itself puts out, just ignore it. Push it aside. It's not even happening. And, you know, I think that this whole issue can be figured out by just ignoring everything. Sheryl Crow is onto something. She is definitely onto it. It's lame to write a song about taking care of each other in a small town. Some grandma gets robbed. Heck, she's just going to get robbed, man. Just let it go. Some guy gets carjacked. Don't worry about it. It's just a car. It's just a car. I mean, why respond? Why try to protect your property? You saved up your whole life for this house and somebody went and destroyed it? They ransacked it? Don't worry. Just, if you can hide, if you're able to hide or run, and by the way, most people would run and try to get away. But some people would say, you know what? No, I don't want you doing that here. And they might stand up to it. Because if people know, right, these people that are coming to do these things, if they know that somebody might stand up to them, they might not go ahead and do that. They might say, you know what? Everybody is on to us now. Wherever we go, there's somebody there to greet me. So I think I'm going to get out of this business. And by the way, there's no discussion of morals or integrity or what is going wrong in society where there is so much violence. Not talking about the crazy mass shooter here, which again has nothing to do with what Jason Aldean is singing about. Nothing. Not even on the same planet. It's like Jupiter and Neptune. It's not even really that close. Although those two planets are. Is it Jupiter? I don't know. Anyway, I don't really know my solar system, so I'm going to have to work on that. But I'm thinking they're still kind of far apart. We'll say Mercury and Pluto. How's that? Is Pluto still a planet? I get confused. So anyway, Sheryl Crow, she's upset at Jason Aldean. She's from a small town herself. She's not living on Santa Monica Boulevard. I'm thinking she's right there, though. That's where she lives, where maybe Jason Aldean, I think he's probably in Nashville or near Nashville. I think everybody in the music business is moving closer to Nashville these days. That's where all the action is. But you can't write a song like this because it's not happy-go-lucky. It's not all I want to do is have some fun. If he had just done a song like that, that would be Sheryl Crow's ultimate advice. Hey, Jason, write songs like I do. Write happy songs. Don't write songs that are controversial because, again, the best thing to do if somebody attacks you is to let them attack. And that's really the message that Sheryl Crow is presenting here. All right, so again, what do you do in a video like this? Do you do sarcasm? Do you illustrate absurdity by being absurd? There used to be a guy on the radio that did that. So anyway, here's Christian Gratz, 1981. It's really good stuff. Really, I mean, you can listen to, it's not controversial at all. There are no controversial lyrics. There's nothing on the album that would be offensive unless you don't like that kind of music, and then I really can't help you. Also, modern retro radio. I'm wondering if modern retro radio is going to add the Jason Aldean song to their rotation. I think I'm going to reach out to them and see if they'd be willing to do that. Even though it's a little bit out of their, purview musically. I still think they should put it on the radio before, they confiscate all the digital downloads and they run some computer worm out into the internet stratosphere to scrub all of the Jason Aldean music out of cyberspace, which, they probably could do that. I don't know. I'm hopeful that it isn't going to happen anytime soon, because I'm sure they're going to get rid of all of the old politically incorrect music and make us listen to, paper mache, cardboard, styrofoam, rice cakes. That's what it's all going to be. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Yeah, that's the future, folks. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. It's a great day to be alive.